HTML and CSS course. This is episode number 2. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to add different types of text in HTML, as well as how to link your website to different websites or different pages of HTML, which we will be connecting it to my YouTube channel, the Veteran channel. So let's get started on this. So one of the ways that we did on the first video is the H1 tag, and that is one of the 6 of them, and it goes smaller and smaller as you go. So we do H2 and we do hello world. It just gets smaller and smaller. You can see here. Let's do this one. They just get smaller and smaller as they go down. So this right here is one of the 2 ways to add text that is actually in between tags. And then there is also the second way, which is by using a paragraph or a p tag, p element. And this right here would just add very small text. So let's just do this. This is the website, and then it has different default styling, and it's also smaller. That's the main difference between that and some of the other ones, like this one. These will typically be used when you actually write the actual text for your website, and these of course will be used for the heading of your website and every smaller, like, different section of it. So that is what you'll use these for. So now let's also connect this website to a other website that you might do as a developer. So let's just do that. It's very simple. You just have an A. You put an A element on there. Then you'll go to the site and you'll just copy it. You can use whatever website you want, what your channel it is. All of them will work just fine for this. So now what you do, you'll just copy it inside there, and it won't show up yet because there isn't any text in the actual element. So we'll just say Veteran learn to code, and this right here will create a link for us to be able to go into the website, which is the Veteran YouTube channel. And if you just go back to the page. So now we're also going to learn how to add CSS into our website, which I've already made a file. Just do whatever you want there. Normally it's style, it can be index, whatever, .css. And then what you do is you go into the HTML up on the head tag. You'll just go ahead and type in link and enter it. And then what you do is you'll type in style.css. And it's not going to do anything just yet. Once we go into the actual site here, we can go and do we can make it have a text and then we change it to none, and that will take the line away, which is what a lot of people do to make it look nicer. So that's what you'll do. You can, if you want to change the background color of your website, all we have to do is go to body, we go to background color, and let's say we wanted to use blue, so we'll add blue to it, and it changes the background to blue. But also, if you guys, we have something else on here we're going to add called a div tag. So let's say we want this right here to be its own div, to have its own little element of like links, maybe. So we'll just add a div here. So this right here, the whole point of this is to show you how you would add certain elements to have certain stuff instead of others. Like different websites, parts of it will have different colors. So here how you would do that. You would just go into the div, you can do an ID. This is how you make a element on your website have a certain style than any other using CSS. So we'll just add an ID here called links. So what we'll do here is we'll go down here, we'll go and do dot, no it's not dot, it's there, right there is for IDs, links, and then we'll just go in here and we'll do background color, let's just do there. So what it does is it will just change that one section. So if we add it like a ton of links onto it, we're just going to copy this one here, and then we head down. Okay, that will make it bigger, but also it needs to have a stuff in between it. So also, after we need to add a this right here will make everything separated, and then what this does is it makes sure it goes down, and of course it will still work as an actual dill. Oh wait, I forgot to close this off so it wasn't working. There we are. So now everything will still work good. We just keep on going down here. Then we will have this tag here, and everything will go down. So then eventually, which is all down here, you'll see that it does do good. Go ahead and add all this in here. So what it does is it brings it all down. You can change the color, you can change the font size, font style of it to italic. We'll change it. It will make it look different, which then you could just do different stuff to this, and you can also add text to this section 2 still, and it'll still be the same color. So let's say we just add a P tag here saying links, and then we'll have the same color, but we could also, so then we'll go into there, it will make it have its own deal, and it will still have the same font style as it. And then we could also, yeah, so that right here is the basics of what HTML normally consists of. We're going to go in more depth of CSS in the next video, or the next 2 videos actually, and we'll go in a little bit more depth into HTML. But this right here is the bare bone basics of HTML. This is right here is what I actually learned when I started building my own stuff. So at this point, I would recommend you looking at stuff, experimenting with stuff, maybe even sizing it differently, like going over to the tags like the P tags here, making it have a font size of 75 pixels, and then it'll make it quite a bit bigger, as you can see. So you can just experiment with some of the stuff, which I wouldn't recommend it ever being that big, but yeah, it just changes it up, mess around with it, and understand how to use CSS. So next video, if you want to, next video we'll go over more of this stuff, and we will help you guys understand more of what you will do in HTML and CSS, and how we'll develop a tiny portfolio on it. So the next 2 videos, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.